Good evening. The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. All over the world we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. And so tonight I want to update you on the latest steps we're taking to fight the disease and what you can do to help. So it's vital to slow the spread of the disease, because that is the way we reduce the number of people needing hospital treatment at any one time, so we can protect the NHS's ability to cope and save more lives. And that's why we've been asking people to stay at home. Huge numbers are complying, and I thank you all. The time has now come for us all to do more. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households. Each and every one of us is now obliged to join together to halt the spread of this disease, to protect our NHS and to save many, many thousands of lives. And I know that as they have in the past so many times, the people of this country will rise to that challenge, and we will come through it stronger than ever. We will beat the coronavirus, and we will beat it together. And therefore, I urge you, at this moment of national emergency, to stay at home, protect our NHS, and save lives. Thank you.
Hi there, if you're new to the channel, I'm Andrea from Type 1, and it's been 1 year since the first lockdown happened, believe it or not. And in all honesty, I was looking forward to have some time off work. Working in the event industry, I've seen all events disappear from day to night. And I had been contemplating for a few months to have a sabbatic, and then it kind of happened because of the lockdown. I was looking forward to have some time off for myself, which was great in the beginning. I started streaming video games and I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. And it's been fine for a while. I've enjoyed having this time off, just catching up with old friends. Yeah, it was great. But then 1 month goes by, 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by. And that's when the emotional roller coaster started. Because of course some days I enjoyed being off at home and have nothing to do. Some other days I didn't, and I kind of wished I had some more work to focus my head on. And I was in this weird mind space where I didn't really know what to do to keep myself busy. And of course, every time I walked into the garage and I saw my bike just parked in there, I thought, maybe I'll go for a cheeky little ride, even if I shouldn't. And for a few months I didn't, because obviously that's not the right thing to do. The NHS and the National Health Service was a risk, especially the first few months, because they didn't quite work out what capacity they had, or how to accommodate all the people that needed health support during the first months. So yeah, I just spent time at home just thinking about going for rides and keep my mind into dreaming about going out and explore. Then of course after a while I started to struggle. I did want to go out for a ride, and in the end I did a few times, because I just couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't spend all day at home, as a single guy, just playing video games. And also by playing a lot of video games, I was starting to rage, because all the frustration from everyday life was coming out in the video games. Every time I lost, I was getting angry and frustrated. And I would shout at my friends online, like, And, you know, that thing that in the beginning was fun, it wasn't fun anymore. It was becoming something toxic, and that's when I thought that I had to change something. I had to start doing something a little bit more fun and creative. And one thing that upsets me now is when I go into those Facebook groups like Motorcycle Touring, which is a really good Facebook group actually for people with tours on motorbikes. And you know, people post photos of a little cheeky ride that they did just to kill half a day, you know, and enjoy some sunshine. And then all the toxic people in the comments, you shouldn't go out for a ride. That's not good reason to go out for a ride. You should just go out if you need to go for essential shopping and stuff like that. Mate, honestly, that guy, you don't even know that guy. Like, that guy posted some photos of a cheeky ride. Yes, he shouldn't have gone out for a ride. But at the end of the day, how do you know that that guy wouldn't have killed himself if that day wasn't going out for a ride? How do you know? Is that better than you know, having to stick to the rules? I mean, come on, mate. Give some slacks to people, you know. Like, that guy is out on his own, right? On a bike. He's not gonna pass COVID to anyone. He's not gonna get it. Yes, you have the point that if he crashes, he's gonna, you know, put the health services at risk. But, you know, if you go out for a cheeky ride in the countryside on your own, chances that you injure yourself, you know, and you need to call an ambulance are really low. And at the end of the day, you can, you know, get run over by a car while you're going for your essential shopping. So just be kind, and, you know, we're bikers, right? We decided to go on motorbikes because we have a seek for freedom. We need that, right? Like some bikers, not all of them, but bikers that decided to ride because they like the fact that they're out and they can go to explore and feel the freedom of being on two wheels. You know, those are the people that struggle to be stuck at home. So this whole situation is insane now, and you know, just be kind to people and allow some slack. You know, if you see someone posting photos of a little ride, or, you know, if you know someone that goes out for a little ride, don't attack them. Like, they might be incredibly struggling right now, and they don't need your toxicity in the comments. And the same suggestion goes to people that do post the photos of the cheeky rides. Like, don't post the photos. Just go out for your ride and enjoy it, man. Anyway, having said that, it's not going to be long now until some restrictions are lifted, so that issue is not going to be an issue anymore. But anyway, sorry for being a bit long on that topic, but I just had to throw it out there because it's been on my chest for a few days, that's all. Anyway, a few months went by, and my best mate Patrick had his birthday, and his wife called me and she said, "Hey, do you mind coming up and we can do a little bit of a surprise to Patrick that you're coming to the birthday as well?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." It was that period where he was allowed to mix with another household, up to 6 people or whatever. I can't even remember. So I went up to Patrick's birthday, and of course he's a biker as well, and we were just thinking about maybe going for a ride when possible, you know, this summer in 2021. And we started planning about a Euro tour, you know, going down via France and maybe Germany and Austria, and get to Italy and do the Alpine passes. And we were just thinking, and you know, I said, well, I have my old YouTube channel that I've not been uploading to for a long time now. Why don't we upload some content? You know, why don't we document the trip? And that's when Patrick said,
well, why don't we put it all on YouTube? It gives us something to focus on. We've got about 6 months before we plan to go away. and we can start creating some content to keep us busy and focus on the stuff that we like, which is which was a nice thing to look forward to. I suppose when it all sort of kicked off, it was a bit of a surprise, and once lockdown was declared, I very quickly saw my calendar sort of disappear. It was a raft of emails saying this one's gone, and this one's gone, and this one's gone, and oh shit, this one's gone as well. So it's been a bit of a strange one, but you know, it was a mixed bag of emotions. It wasn't just a case of, oh shit, everything's gone, what am I going to do? It was well, now I've got nothing to do, which means I've got lots of time to do things, which seemed quite exciting, because I've got a young family, and you know, being able to potter around the house and do different things sounded quite appealing to me. So that was quite good. So as things sort of went on, as the weeks went past, the weather got particularly brilliant. So we managed to spend a lot of time in the garden. Once the lockdowns were eased a little bit, we were allowed to have a couple of friends and some family over. So we took full advantage of that and did some barbecues and things. So from that side, it was actually a really positive thing, because you got to really value and spend the time with the people that you like the most. A lot of time when I am at work, I'm away, and I don't get to see those people anywhere near as often as I would like. So that was a nice change for me. So inevitably, the money started to run out, so I needed to find something to bring some money in. So over the next few months, I saw taking on a few temp jobs, and I wasn't feeling it at all. You know, when you've been working in an industry for so long and it all suddenly stops, you're itching to do something, you're itching to keep your mind alive, it feels like. So after some back and forth with my wife, we decided that we were going to start our motorcycling journey and go for our CBT. So we booked them in, we did them, and I instantly got a bug for it and did my full license, and got on a bike and started going, and it was such a great thing to do, because it kept my mind focused. I had to be in control, I had to know what I was doing, because it's, you know, potential dangers out on the road, so you need to be mindful of what's going on. Motorcycling has given me something that has really given me the opportunity to lock my mind onto something, which has helped a lot to just keep moving forward. Over time, I've become increasingly more unhappy, and that's down to a multitude of things. You know, the inability to go out and do much, coupled with not being able to work in a job that you know and do well. So something to remedy that, the motorcycling has been excellent. It allows you to focus on one thing and not have to think about much else, which really helps refresh and reset the mind. So when you come home, you get off the bike and the engine switches off, you feel a sense of ease, which has been amazing, actually. I've had quite a bit of kickback from family that, you know, they're not particularly happy with me being on a motorbike. And granted, I hadn't been bothered about motorbikes until the start of 2020, with you know, conversations with my wife, and it's been a bit of a surprise that I've taken to it so quickly, and I enjoy it so much, which has all led to me and Andrea looking at going on this trip. But you know, it's been a particularly difficult time for everybody. I know that. Some people find it a little bit more difficult to deal with than others, which again I completely get. So I would say, as this has gone into a bit of rambling, I would say that, you know, be that friend that goes and makes that text, who makes that phone call, because that line of communication is, you know, is such a distraction, for want of a better word, for that person who may be struggling, because, you know, they're going through the motions, and hearing from somebody who, you know, that you really like, that you don't tend to spend time with, or not been able to for whatever reason, or reasons that are obvious, COVID. It's a good thing for them, because they are able to just focus on that for a little while, and it's nice to catch up and talk about anything or nothing. It really, really does help. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, with the vaccine rolling out. It's a really positive thing. We're starting to see the road map that Bojo's going to be giving us, and you know, it's starting out to ease up pretty early. So it's looking hopeful, which also helps your mind, and you're moving forward, getting past all of this, because it's been, you know, pretty traumatic on everybody. So it's a good thing to happen, which ultimately will end up with us going on our trip away in June across many countries: France, Germany, Austria and Italy, and then back again. It's going to be very exciting. I'm super excited for it, and yeah, you'll be with us, so stay tuned.